I think for anybody designing a silage feeding system, there's so many variants in the different products you're using, and it must be really challenging to get one product that's going to do everything. And I think Hustler have done quite well at designing this to be able to do that. I'm Ray Simpson. My wife Sonia and I have farmed here in North Otago since the early 90s. It's 420 hectares now. It's grown since we first started here, and we run about 1,100, 1,200 head of stock. 800 dairy cows and the rest in young stock and beef. This time of the year we're feeding out around 18 to 20 bales a day, so it's quite a big day. Yeah, we started feeding out round bales back in 2007, and we brought a 5-bale feeder at the time, and along with a 2-bale Hustler 4000 just as a backup and for feeding out to the smaller mobs. We had that bale feeder for just coming on 17 years before we changed to the Hustler feeder we've got now. When we started looking at upgrading our wagon, there was two things which we weren't happy with the present system that we had, and one was stability of it. We've got a reasonably rolling farm, and a lot of wagons, they bring the wheelbase in quite tight. It made them unstable on the hills. We'd had probably 5 or 6 rollovers with the wagon. But the big thing that we didn't like about it was quite often the silage was getting fed out and getting run over. If it was wet and muddy, it was a lot of a waste of product. So they were the two things we were really wanting to improve on. Just about 12 months ago, Nigel came to us and said they had this new product with the specifically feed out round bales. So he managed to show me one, developed from there. We were quite impressed with the idea and purchased one. And to date, we've fed out probably around close on 2,500 bales. It's met all the expectations we were hoping for. It's with 2 bales wide, it's very stable. There's just no way you're going to roll this wagon. And with the ability to drop the elevator in and out, it helps tease the silage out, but also it keeps it well away from the wheels. It's filled those 2 spots that we were looking for. The puck flooring we find it makes the bales slip up very easy. It's very easy to push them up when we're loading, and the longevity of that versus steel is going to be better. It was one of the things we had to reskin the old wagon with the steel. The acidity of the silage and that over the steel is quite corrosive. The day-to-day operation of it, just with the one-hand controls on the remotes there, it makes it quite easy, and having the ability to drop the elevator out is quite handy, because the dry stuff will hang on a wee bit longer and you can drop the elevator out. It doesn't come close to the wheels. When you're feeding out chopped silage, having the elevator direct right up stops too much coming out at once because it falls apart easy. So at the minute we're all round bale feeding. It was a good idea for us at the time to give us the ability to feed square bales with this, where the previous wagon we had was round only. And I could see we could chuck pit silage on this if we had to. You're not going to get a lot on it, if you were feeding out that or fodder beet or something. I think as far as the way the machine's been built, trying to minimise chains and sprockets and having direct drive gearboxes is going to make the longevity of it a lot longer than having chains. The chains that are on it are a very heavy grade, and as far as greasing points go, they're all easily accessible. It's all on the side. I think the maintenance side of it has been thought about quite well. I think with the relationship I had with Hustler, I contacted them for a start because I was looking to replace what I had, and those first stages, what we were wanting, Hustler didn't have to sell. But immediately when this new product was released, the BaleXpress, that Nigel was on the phone to me and went out of his way to stop a truck going past with one on to show me. If you're feeding out large number of bales, the BaleXpress is certainly the way to go. The operation of the machine has met all the expectations we were hoping to see happen. The Hustler other products that are on the market, I haven't really heard any issues that they've had with them. The Hustler 4000 we've had, certainly trouble-free. So just looking at the machines, you can tell when something's been well built.